Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in on this. You know, I'm so used to being in Georgia that I be forgetting about this weather here in Detroit. So my initial thing was to come and get my favorite caramel ribbon crunch, but because of the weather, I have decided to get me a good old nice hot medicine ball. So before we get started, double tap the screen for me if you're catching the replay. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not already done that. Good morning. Is it morning? Good afternoon, Tasha Global. Enjoyed you last night. I enjoy you all the time. I love Brooklyn accents. So I love it. Hey, Nicole. Um, so yeah, I just came in. I just came in. Uh, just for a second, I forgot my microphone. Just like William said, I got all of the things, but between the moves and all of that, I just ain't really. I just ain't had. I just haven't had time, and not having those things, it does not define, or not using those tools does not define your level of YouTubing. It doesn't determine your, and I don't even know how I got here, but it doesn't determine your blog class or your significance in the YouTube street. Like, none of that has anything to do with it, because whether you have a background or not, people are coming to see and hear what you have to say. So do what works for you, and yeah. If you want to have your camera on, have it on. If you don't. If you want to be at home in the studio, be at home in the studio. If you want to be in the car driving, be in the car driving. If you want to be in the restaurant eating, be in the restaurant eating. Do what works for you. So, again, where did I go? I don't even know how I got there. But the Cash App, I'm not going to even pin, as I said, for the next 30 days. Instead of Cash Apps and Super Chats, I ask that you go to the community post and scroll down to the housewarming link and purchase something off of there. I appreciate what I've gotten. I'm almost finished with the room. I'm gonna post that because I am excited. When I showed my mom, I'm not even halfway done, and she was like, "Oh my God, I want to do my best." So I appreciate you guys for all that you have already done. So usually I come on and I just run through some stuff, even though I have notes and things written down. But um, today is Monday, and I feel a little different today. And because I work for myself, I can go to work when I want to. So I opted to start work later and to take care of my business a little later. So let's start here. This weekend has been another one. Hey, Londa. This weekend has been another one for the books. And thanks to, again, Archbishop Bernard Jordan. I'm going to go back to that. First, King Jives. Um, King Boo Jives. That's my boo. I have been rocking with Jives. Actually, Jives was the first YouTuber that I started watching. I think it was either 2017 through 2018. So I've been rocking with him for a very long time. I've watched the growth. I've watched the hard times, I've watched the good times, the funny times, and um, I want to say shout out to Jives for um, coming together with Archbishop and Prophet Manasseh. And I say that because sometimes, and again, guilty of it, sometimes when you've seen someone, be it on TV, social media, and you have not had a personal encounter with them, you tend to, one, form an opinion about them, two, form an opinion based on what others have said. In some instances, we base it on. Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry, I'm outside. It's noisy, but it's the street. It's the morning. The wind is blowing. If you can hear me good, press 1, and I'll stay out here. If not, I'll go inside. The radio, the music in there is extremely loud. I'm not monetized yet, but I am slowly crawling to that, and I don't want no problems. So yeah, you have an opinion based on things that have happened. Thank you guys. But when you have a personal encounter with those people or that person or whomever it is, you tend to have a difference of opinion, because you are talking to that person, which means you can feel their vibe, you can feel their aura. Blessings to it. It's a funeral right now. You develop this, so then you start speaking either like the people that you are in connection or cahoots with, and then you start bashing this person because of could you please send prayers out to make it there with the category 5 hurricane? Yes, we will. Right now, Lord, in the name of Jesus, I ask that you cover everyone connected to those that are impacted or will be impacted by the hurricane. We know that you can, we know that you will, we know that you are all powerful, we know that you are almighty. Continue to cover all of us, near and far. In Jesus' name, amen. So the fact that Jives did allow Bishop and Prophet Manasseh to come on, and I can see, just like some of us, that there are some things that I'll do bees, y'all know that. There are some things that he feels differently about, just like the rest of us. Much appreciated. Hey Tashi. So I commend Jives for being the bigger person, and giving them the opportunity and giving them the chance. I thank Bishop Jordan and Prophet Manasseh again for coming on, and I don't think that it's bashing. I don't think that it is degrading. I don't think that it is any of those things. What I do think is that Bishop Jordan and Prophet Manasseh and the Jordan family has the right to come out and defend whatever was said about them. The narrative that is trying to be put out by Larry's, I hear you, Bishop, by Larry's mentee, is that this was started by the Jordans, and it was not. It was started on your page, misinformation again, and Larry went off, and they responded. Who doesn't defend themselves? Y'all always want to throw out what the man of God ain't supposed to, and the man of God ain't supposed to. Keyword man. Keyword man. And as many times as the first family has turned their cheeks, we only got four of them. Whether we only got four of them, whether you get stuff put in them or not, we only got two here and two here. So, you're welcome, Wash. Um, I mean, like seriously. Um, so how many times are they supposed to take what has been put out? Now, as grown people, we don't believe everything that we hear from nobody, or at least I don't. I don't. I can't say that I do. So it's not a, oh, we just believe it. Hey, Jackie, it's not, oh, we believe the Jordans and everything that Larry said was a lie. No. Some of the things that, well, most of the things that Larry said were exaggerated. Uh, excuse me. Um, Thank you. Please, everybody, hit the like button. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Share, share. Um, it's just so weird that that people continue to make up stories and try to defend lies. I'm beyond it. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I got on a shirt up under a shirt because it's a little chilly out here. But nevertheless, this green is shining. Petty. But yeah. You have to be mindful about things that you say and do. People are out here trying to dig this ditch for the Jordan family when you don't even know them. You don't even know them. How do I say this? I used to watch Larry not Larry. Well, yeah, I used to watch Larry all the time. I used to watch William all the time. And here recently, I kind of stopped watching William a little bit because, hey, Cruiser, because of the associations. Now, William has been William since the beginning of time. You either take him or leave him. Like, William has been William, and I don't see William changing no time soon. Let me go to the other channel. I'm really trying to see how to say this. I stopped watching William as much as I did, and I definitely stopped commenting because of the association. I did not see it. I didn't see it going well. I didn't understand it from the jump. But hey, everybody has to do their own life's lessons, and everybody has to bump their own head. And as we can see, that has happened. Although we're trying to be deterred, we all know who William was talking about. And I posted it. It's not a dig. It's funny. Good Christ! It's. If I turn it on right now and listen to it, I am going to laugh. It's funny. Again, if you are the topic, you are the content. And that's just that. But I watched William again with Bishop Jordan. I watched it's hilarious. It's William not When I tip Cruiser, let me tell you something. I hollered and I hollered and I promise you, if I push play on it right now, I'm going to holler because it was classic William. Double tap the screen, everybody. Um, Hit that comment. No cash apps for the next, I think it's 28 days now. Go to the community page, scroll down to the housewarming wish list, get something off of there, and that's what I want as far as support right now. The likes are most important. So Bishop Jordan came on Jives show. He did an excellent. And another thing, if the prophecy is not for you, how can you talk about it? Again, I told y'all wholeheartedly, realistically, no cap. When I sent my money in, I kind of had the side eye because I know what I've seen. I've been in church all of my life. So I have to have my own experience with a prophet. If it ain't confirmation for me, but again, both times or 3 times were confirmations. 2 in one day and 1 2 days later. 2 in one day. That, like, that's my experience. So I'm talking on my experience. If he told somebody else something and y'all didn't, hey, again, your prophecy is confirmation. That doesn't mean that it's happening right then. It doesn't mean that it just happened. It could mean that it's coming. You have to pay attention. Well, William used to drag. It's fun. William. Again, everybody has their own knack, and William has something that everybody don't have. So that's why he's William Obnoxious McCray. But Bishop Jordan was on, is it last night? Yes. And he was talking, he was dropping nuggets again. He was saying what it is that they're going to be doing on the 19th and the 20th. And we were having a good time. Until the disrespectful content creator came into the chat to ignite discord. Everybody saw it. Some people ignored it. I ignored it as long as I could. But at some point, when you see that you're being ignored and the host is not entertaining you, just go away. Just go away. If it's not for you and your channel, then don't do it. But the disrespectful, childish shenanigans, oh Bishop, I'm trying, that was going on last night was the exact thing that he was talking about. Trolling is what they do best. They're terrible. They're worse than the trolls. And the fact that Bishop was talking about how content creators need to move different. Here you are in the comments being very disrespectful. Here go my $50. I want a prophecy. That's not funny. And one of the reasons why content creators start doing this is because there's no one to pull a coattail and say, hey, stop. Hey, cut it out. Like, you yourself tell people that it should be somebody accountable, somebody holds you accountable to what you do. You don't have that. And the team that you have, they're they're just as disrespectful as their leader. So now not only are you being disrespectful, now your followers are being disrespectful at the very moment that the person that you have this disdain about is trying to teach us that it doesn't have to be that. But they do watch and don't want a prophecy. But they do. And you kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. Like a badass kid. And we all saw it. This is my opinion. I could be wrong. Nicole in Williams Live last night. I'm gonna be nice. Thais came in being very, very disrespectful. He gave a $50 super chat and told Bishop Jordan, I want a prophecy. And then he kept, like, it was just so rude. It was him and a few of his members. They were so rude. And I have to commend William, because I know William wanted to drag. But he kept his composure. And he did his show. And he even told Bishop Jordan, don't even read the comments. Like, we don't do it. And then he still said, acknowledged his super chat. And they all act thuggish. Cult members just immature. It was very immature. Okay, I took a break. Yeah, he probably was yelling cold 10 in their little group chats, because they all came over there and it was like, come on, y'all. Okay, after you did the little super chat thing and that was ignored, and then you was like kept saying something about it and that was ignored, like, at that point, just go away. Take you and your people and say, let's go on and do our own show. But I'm gonna say this. You really want to be on you really want to be in the number. No matter how much you say that your subscribers give you and all of the streams of income that you have coming in, first off, your different streams of income is Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, Chime. It's not another job. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna be nice. Jesus. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be like William, but I promise the Lord. I'm gonna go watch it again because it's funny. But your followers are doing exactly what you go on your page and say that Bishop Jordan is doing. That's what you're doing. So I commend Bishop Jordan, and the spirit moves. I'm not gonna say I believe again. I don't believe everything that nobody say. So no disrespect, Bishop Jordan. I don't believe everything that not nobody say, but I believe that this man. Hey, Muhammad, I believe that there's a calling on this man's life, because out of he's been on a couple channels, and so what? So what? Y'all gotta stop getting mad at what you don't like. If you don't like it, don't do it. If you have the opportunity to have Bishop Jordan on your show, then you ask him the questions that you want to ask him. Don't talk about who else channel he was on, what question he didn't answer, how he deflected, how he didn't this. He didn't answer the way that you wanted him to answer, so now it's a deflection, or it's a lie, or it's this. Stop. Let's just stop. But I believe what Bishop Jordan is trying to explain to us is that there is a certain way to do things. For instance, when you go into a corporate meeting, you go in, whoever it is, good morning, Shelly, how are you? I'm here to see Mr. Smoke. Is he available now? Yes, give me a second. I'll go ahead and page him. Okay, Mr. Smoke is ready to see you now. And you go in, and the board is sitting at the table, and you walk in and you say, "Hi, my name is such and such. I'm representing such and such, and blah 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 blah." You give them, you show them whatever your presentation. You go through it. Thank you. Have a nice day. You go on. You don't go into a corporate meeting like, "What up, ho? What's good?" You don't conduct yourself like that. And I think, and I could be wrong, Bishop. If I'm wrong, please let me know. I want to issue them a challenge, cleanse us from 7 days. Sorry, I'm being messy. Nicole, they did about 10 cleanses this week, and they never work. they never work. When he said that, it wasn't 20 minutes, and that was over. So, and I believe that what he's doing, and again, Bishop, if you need to clean his mouth out with soap and you know, never mind. I ain't gonna touch that. I know what I look like, and I know who I am, and whatever. It's always the ugly people talking about somebody. You should be humble. Ugly people should be. I'm sorry. I don't want to call them ugly. Attractively challenged people need to just be humble. Just be nice. That's what you do. Be nice. Don't keep coming for people, because the very person that you're coming for, or that you think is ugly or look like some character, it's usually a mirror reflection, and I get too many. Kitten heels, don't do that. Like, just use something else. I have them all. Use something else. Sexy. Never mind. Let me stop. There are certain ways to conduct things. I don't think that Bishop Jordan is telling us not to discuss the church. I think he's trying to tell us how to address the church that won't mess up money coming in. We can still discuss things, but discuss them in a different manner, because you never know who is watching. And if they see all of the cussing, and they see the extra messiness, and they see, nah, we don't want to work with you, that's a little bit too much, I don't want to do that. And then you block money that could potentially come in just off of your delivery being wrong. That's what I really think he's trying to teach us, how to respectfully give content, which will in turn increase our revenue or increase our support. And other people will want to rally behind us because they can trust us not to go off the wagon with being the we could be the representative or hey Ash, or we could be a representative or a billboard or a PO or a spokesperson for a particular brand or company or something, but they're not going to fool with us because of how we act. That's like when you go in church. You don't go in church and just be like you go in church when you go in the pastor's office. Hey Bishop, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like it's all in how you do it. It's all in your representation. It's all in your delivery. So if this is somebody who has made millions of dollars and make money in their sleep, I don't care if they only got 10 followers or subscribers on social media. Let's get that. Because if social media ends right now, social media is gone. They're still going to be making money. If somebody want to teach me how to do that, listen, I'm flying to Tampa, okay? I feel like life is getting good, and I started seeing something. CJ, I don't know what you said. Can you say that again? I want to read that, but I got ADD, so I can only read some things some way. But please, if I'm not reading that right, charge it to my head, not my heart. Um, but I receive that, and if you have a problem with that, you're cray. Like, am I wrong? If somebody can teach me, somebody who has the millions of dollars, I don't care about the millions of viewers. Your millions of viewers ain't in your bank account. Okay? When you have a goal of $100 right now, once your mindset changes and you start using the tools that you're given, your mindset is going to be, I need $500 a day. And then it'll go up to, I need $1,000 a day. And then it'll go, when you start speaking these things to yourself and you start moving in a different way, those things start happening. How can he teach us how to blog and he only have such and such views? But how many dollars is in that man's bank account? How many millions is in that family's bank account? Hello? The very person that you are believing in and that you are rallying for and rah-rahing for, what's in their bank account? They keep saying that they're rich. Have they showed you any bank statements with a bunch of zeros behind it? Or are you just going on what they're saying and what they're representing? Do you know that most celebrities, most of these entertainers, most of their jewelry is either rented, promo, or fake? Marc Jacobs would give you a watch to go to such and such so that you can get him more sales. Like we if you don't like it and it's not for you, don't do it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you don't like the Jordans, don't have them on your show. I promise you they're not tripping over $100 seed like that. I think they're more like, what's wrong? Like, you don't see what's going on. You and two other people are standing in the corner by yourselves when everybody else is over here. People who didn't like each other on the playground, they're starting to at least be on the same swing set. It can be done. We're a small circle. They call it the church sector. So again, like Regina was saying last night to AT2, it's good for somebody who has not been born and raised in church to give a perspective from the outside to see what it is that we're looking like to people that we're supposed to be witnessing to. If you are supposed to be someone's leader, even if you don't like the Jordans, and you come and say something disrespectful, when your community comes in and they start being just as disrespectful, as their leader, as you say, you're supposed to be like, hey, y'all, okay, enough is enough. Am I talking right? Like William said, am I talking right? Because it just wasn't right. It just was not right. It was so childish. Hit the double. I'm about to say something else and I'm not. Double tap the screen for me, guys. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Those of you watching the replay, hit the like button, please. Let's see. Where else am I gonna go? Marvin. Bishop Winans, here's my thing. Bishop Wooden did say one thing that I agree with, and that's stop streaming stuff. Because you came on Sunday and you had this praise report. Oh, what the devil meant for that. Like, sir, this is a 20+ year project that you said God told you to do a long time ago. And to treat this like this is something that just happened maybe 3 to 5 years ago, and yes, Nicole, oh Lord Marvin, this is not a new project. And it's really not about Ms. Burt's $1,235. Oh, and I'm trying to do it in the way, okay. I think using God in this is people's problem. I think this. I think you God. I think that's maybe the problem. And you gave the praise report of how much was raised, over $500,000 on a $20 million loan, I believe, in 23 years. That if you had done these things once a year for these 23 years, you'd be all right. That's just my opinion. It ain't no dig. I like Marvin singing. I am from Detroit. I've never had the urge, or I've never had the will to go over there and join. That's just not my cup of tea. His style of preaching is not for me. So see how I did? I didn't go. Concerts, yeah. Services, if it was something or someone was having something, then maybe, yeah. But to come out and say, oh, and one of my friends sent Bishop Wooden and his cheerleader only sent the money because they're just as controversial as most YouTube preachers. Um, and this is just my opinion. Tyler Perry giving $100,000 is kind of equivalent to me giving $10. I'm sure he gave more than that per episode of the shows that you were on. And they play quite often, so you should be getting checks for those. I remember when, and I'm gonna say this, and that's gonna get us off of Marvin. I remember when this project first came about, and the city was like, "But why don't he pay for the church itself?" And he got up in service and he said these words. And if any of y'all from Detroit and y'all remember this, or if y'all can pull it up, he said, "Just because I am Marvin Winans does not mean that I am going to use my money to build this church. The members are going to build this church. The members' money was going to build the church, not his celebrity status, not his pastor status. The church was going to do this." I want to know why, when folks are hungry, can't pay rent, and have no pay, are giving money to build a church. Be a good steward and help the people. Now I will say that they do give out food and clothing once a week. I want to say it's either Monday or Tuesday, but I do know that because I was over there last week. I can't remember what day it was, but they were giving out food and clothes. So I'm not saying that there's no good things happening there. But right now, with people not knowing whether they're going to have food or not in a few days, or be able to pay their bills in a few days, would you ask people not only for $1,000, but for them to ask somebody else for $1,000, and then kind of be, I don't want to say ungrateful, but kind of be about someone giving their $12.35 in this time, right now in this time? Like, I think that's really where it is. If you've waited all this time, you can tell the people, hey, I know what's going on right now, and I know what we're trying to do right now with our building fund, but we're going to hold off for a minute so that we can make sure, because that $1,000 for some of those people could have y'all could have been buying extra food and stuff this week to give to people for this hardship that's coming. That $5,000 that you got from someone that could have went towards making sure that people's bills are being paid. That $100,000 that Tyler gave, that could have went to making sure that somebody's family is going to be okay. Black people need to just do neighborhood garden. Who said that? Nor there are a lot of people from out today, because there are a lot of people here that and in Georgia that I've seen that do have gardens. especially if the plus I don't go to that church. Yeah, like that person could be giving that thousand to their own ministry, or those pastors that gave that $5,000 or $2,000 or how many ever $1,000 could be going to another family in your church. There's still people sick. There's still people passing away. There's still families who don't know where their money is going to come from to bury their loved one or to keep their loved one in the hospital. To get their prescriptions, because if their Medicare is cut off, how are they going to get their prescriptions? There are people who need needles that are diabetic. There are people who need metformin and people who need all kind of medications, and they're $1,000 for 20 pills or five. Like, what are we doing? That's over $500,000 that could be saving families. Not saying that the church shouldn't be, but look at the time. Look at the time. Let me see. Double tap the screen for me, you guys. Double tap that screen for me. I'm trying to stay on my notes. I'm trying to stay on my notes. I'm moving different. I'm moving different. Another thing, this is going to be my last. I think people need to stop waiting. As y'all can see, I use Carmex all day. I think people should stop waiting until they get mad to start speaking on things or speaking against things. And I say that because if you believe that this person was a manipulator, a con artist, a DL person, all about money, a liar, all of these things, why did you follow them for so long? Why did you bring this person for other people to follow? Oh, my mama calling. Why? So should you not be held just as accountable if those things were true, which we know some of them were not, especially, like, come on. If you know something about somebody and you bring them to someone else and let someone else get put into that trap, then you are to blame. But make sure that you get both sides of the story, or you have your own experience before you pass real judgment. That's what I was saying. Hold on. She calling the other phone. Sorry about that. So yeah. Um, don't just take someone else's word for it. Don't do that. Don't do that. And if you still have reservations until you have your own personal experience, just shut up. Don't say nothing. True colors were shown. And I commend William for his show. And shout out to Jives for his. And stop worrying about. This another thing. Nobody cares about the Felton thing. But you and Daryl. Nobody cares. Stop it. That's your did. You need to worry about what you need to worry about what you got going on. Leave people alone. Like, okay, nope. Because that's not my fight. How do I say this? Ooh, I gotta go because I feel it's not my fight, but you just gotta stop. You gotta stop. As the old people say, your slip is showing. That's my time. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not always. Welcome to the new subs. We marching towards 1,000. We marching towards 1,000, and we gonna get there. Hit that like button for double tap the screen on your way out. If you're catching the replay, hit that like button. Remember, for the next 28 days, no cash apps, no super chats. Go to the community post. Scroll down to the housewarming wish list. That will be your support. I thank you all in advance. Thank you again to those that have already purchased things. Thank you guys that have already given cash apps because you wanted to. Some of y'all did both, and that's appreciated. I see y'all somewhere in the YouTube streets. Diddy bop, diddy bop, diddy bopping through, diddy bopping through, diddy bopping through. All right, y'all. Have a good day. I'm out.